What's up, everybody? This your boy Theo E.J. Wilson. So, I'm at the club, right? And the secret to save the world hits me while I'm at the club. And I know what you're thinking. You at the club. Can't no secret to save the world hit you when you're at the club. But if your consciousness is right, there's no place on earth that's not church. So I reiterate, I'm at the club. And I used to hate this scene, man. Looked like everybody was just twerking and shooting and twerking, wasting their lives away. And I said, these are the children of a civilization that does not believe that it has a future. How can you blame these kids for turning up? It's like secretly the adults realize that they don't know what to do with these kids. And they know that it's a sham, so they can't influence these kids to go after things that are unfulfilling. And it's like we haven't seen a real adult in a while, right? And we kind of know it. And it's like, what's the point? We can't even, I can't even encourage a kid to go to college no more because I know it's a debt trap, right? There's no mission. There's no thing to look forward to other than getting money. Well, we got the biggest economy in the world. What is this nation going to teach the planet other than how to get money? And so we turn up and we act crazy. And it feels like it's just part of human nature. Human nature is corrupt. Human nature seems to be brutal. It's self-centered. And this is leading to the problems that we see in the world. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you think about global warming, even if the world don't get no hotter, all of the natural systems is in decline right now. There's not enough mommy and daddy organisms to replenish those that are there. Like we can't, like we looking at Red Lobster changing the game wild because there's not enough fish in the sea. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Is going on. The top 85 wealthiest people are richer than the bottom 3.5 billion. Contemplate that. 85 people could fit into a hotel lobby versus 3 billion people. Are you kidding me? Something's very, very off here, and it seems like there ain't no solution to the problem. But I'm somebody who doesn't believe in unsolvable problems. And often the biggest monsters have the most simple Achilles heel. And the answer came to me actually from the continent of Africa, Kenya to be specific. There's a sister that used to live there named Wangari Maathai. Wangari Maathai started something called the Green Belt Movement. She realized that Kenya was hella lacking natural resources. They had cut down all of their forests because they needed to like build land to grow food to compete in the global market, right? And so there was a drought, there was famine, and she was like, how about I grow these trees? And I know what the hell you're thinking. What the hell does this have to do with saving the world? Mess with me for a second, right? Sister Wangari Maathai was like, I'm about to grow these trees. And then so there were these unintended consequences from her growing these trees. Number one, it built community. This community that she built planted 30 million trees, right? Woo, whoop-de-doo. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Well, not only did they plant shade trees, they planted food trees like banana trees and mango trees, right? That's nice. So food security increases. But then another unintended consequence happened. The water table began to rise. So these same farmers who were planting trees now began to have fisheries so that they could actually grow fish, so that they could eat these fish, so that they could sell these fish at the market. But as the water table rose, so did the rivers. And when the rivers rose, the hydroelectric dams started generating more power. And when the hydroelectric dams started generating more power, that means that the city of Nairobi, Kenya, actually got a higher standard of living because now it didn't have to turn off its electricity at certain parts of the day. And then they started having more drinkable and potable water, which raised also the standard of living because it erased the communicable diseases, increasing tourism there. Now the country actually gets wealthier. And above all that, the weather changed. Sister Wangari Maathai actually changed the weather. What happened was the trees began to evaporate moisture. So now other crops in other parts of the country get more rainfall. So now they're producing more. Do you see what I'm saying right here? Sister literally became the active hand of God. Do you realize how long it would have taken nature to regrow 30 million trees? And she did it in less than 10 years. This would have taken millennia for nature to do on its own. What happens is that man is supposed to be the stewards of this planet. That's the mission. And we got a big ass mission in front of us as a species, y'all, because we have to create abundance. This is a bigger concept than I can break down to you right now. Humans act differently in abundant situations than they act in scarce situations. The shit that we associate with human nature being messed up and backwards and violent happens when all large brain primates are faced with a scarcity situation. People get violent, right? When things get scared. Shit better have my money, like we get crazy, right? Start robbing people like you better come up off it, ante up. But if the situation flips around, humans in abundant situations become more amicable, they become more generous, they become more benevolent, right? So what's creating the artificial scarcity, y'all? And you already know the answer to that. It's money. Money is artificial scarcity because money don't grow on trees. So therefore, whoever creates the money creates artificial scarcity. They control you at that point. Therefore, they're controlling this behavior. And everything that's wrong with the world right now is wrong because somebody is making a profit off of it. Period. Right? The fact is that money is not wealth. What people do with money is wealth. People's skills are wealth. People's discipline is wealth. People's creativity is wealth. Take Jay-Z, for example, right? Jay-Z lives in a mansion. Well, who designed it? An architect, right? Jay-Z probably drives a Bugatti. Who designed it? An engineer. Somebody painted the very expensive paintings on his wall. And all of this happens because they have all agreed that this is value. So all money does is just leverage human creativity and skill. But that's it. Would you rather be locked in a room with $1 million or a million apples? Money can't do shit for you. It's about what people agree upon. If I take some currency from a nation that's less powerful than us and put that currency in front of you, you're like, what you want me to do with that? That means nothing to what the hell I need. This is some monopoly shit. You set that on fire. Why? Because the collective populace does not agree that this is valuable. So therefore, we must agree that something other than money is valuable. And that's very, very important that we do, because if skills are actual wealth, if creativity is wealth, those things come from people, and there's never been more people on the planet than there is now. Therefore, this planet has never been wealthier. Poverty only exists because we agree that what these people print is valuable. But if you look at skills, we can make another agreement with reality, y'all. And we got a mission. Saving this natural world is so much more than just like some Captain Planet type shit. Like, for real, how you gonna feed your kids without some plants? Like, what does this look like? Like, what does this really look like if there's actually nothing to eat? Nigga, Cheerios come from wheat. You feel me? Like, there's stuff that goes on that's so much bigger. It has been said that every problem on the planet can be solved in the garden, and it's true, yo. When we create abundance for ourselves, we literally out-evolve the need for war. I understand war. That shit makes sense to me. There's a time when there wasn't enough and you had to go take from this other tribe to get. I get it now. But funny how the technology that created war has now out-evolved war. The internet, for example, was created as a database for computer networks to share so that they could accomplish a mission together for the military, right? Now the internet is the nervous system of the world. You could not drop a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki today, because people would be live tweeting like, man, look at this mushroom cloud shit on fleek right now. Goddamn, right? People would be able to see that, like, because that's how the Japanese talk, apparently. But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we're too connected for that. And the interconnectedness means that we cannot kill without consequence like we used to. We have to figure out how to break these warlike habits, because I honestly, even if we get this dang abundance, I have like some people just good at thinking about money, thinking about capitalism, thinking about how to like exploit, how to take advantage of. You're going to need some rehab from that. You're going to need some time to chill from that. Because if you don't get that time to chill, what's going to happen is that you will recreate a situation in which that becomes necessary. And you don't need to do that. Like, literally, we don't need to do this shit anymore. Like, literally, it's over. Like, the game is over. We don't need to kill anymore. And nobody has said that out loud. And I think that if this younger generation understood that you don't have to be a math genius, we need creative people. Like, we need people who know how to coordinate human effort in ways that are not even foreseen yet. We need you, because 7 billion people in the world is 14 billion hands on deck to actually change this place into what it's supposed to be. And if you believe in scripture, I'm not even a real scriptural person, right? But it say, as above, so below. The raw materials to build heaven are beneath our feet. Think about that next time you drive past a golf course and see all that green space ain't growing no food. Think about that next time you pass the park. All that green space ain't nobody growing no food. We can literally engineer ourselves out of the hell that we are in today. And it's time to start believing that. Till next time, thank you very much, Theo E.J. Wilson. Peace.